Alright, well, hello. I am doing a gameplay slash sort of review on the new MOBA coming out, Strife, or whatever you pronounce it. It's in closed beta. I just recently got a key, and I figured just to make a video about it to see what people think and show you guys what I think. Well, okay, right now I'm at the starting, buying your beginning items, which is really cool is that not everyone is actually in game yet, but as you can see, is one person is still out and not really in the game yet, and we can still buy items and while we're waiting. So I think that's kind of a cool feature. All right, so the champion I took, I didn't learn her name. This is literally my first game I played with her, but she's a bit of a tanky, supportish kind of character, as you, yeah, and her abilities are pretty interesting. She has a knockback and she has a heal, and then she has a ability that a kind of an AOE slash, which is kind of nice. So and doesn't really cost anything. All right, this has a nice setup. It's kind of like League of Legends and Dota and everything like that. There's three lanes. There's a middle, top, bottom lane. There is a jungle. Jungle's kind of interesting. I like how in this game though, if you last hit minions, if you or the ally last hit the minion, you do get shared gold for it. All right, just like a lot of other MOBA games, there is a bush. You can hide there, make you invisible to other people. Now, a few interesting things about this game though is that you get pets, which is kind of like having like a that's like a summoner spell for League of Legends. A pet kind of gives you some benefits and can actually have more than one ability. But I have not even level. I'm level 1 still, so I don't really know too much about it. And another really interesting feature is that you don't always have to recall the base unless you are pretty close to dying or something like that. To buy your items, you can actually buy them, and then you can have a little animal thing carry it to you from the map, which is a really nice feature. I like it. It makes you focus more on playing against players and not really worrying about going back and waiting and stuff like that. Alright, now we're starting the lane phase here, and you can see when we are last hitting, when if I don't get the last hit on the minion or whatever these things are called, when my teammate does, I actually get the gold too for it. So it's pretty nice to have both of us getting money, so it's not really reliant on giving the money and giving everything to one champion that try to have them carry you. You guys are going to both get a lot of money and both be able to do something in the game. As you can see right now, we're kind of bullying in lane right now. I'm going to fast forward it, kind of just show off some of the gameplay and don't want. Also in this game, there's a new interesting kind of feature I think the MOBAs is that when you're out of combat for so long, you get increased regeneration and health and mana, which is really nice because it's really preventing you having to go back to base and having to go back and and heal and wait up and wait to run all the way back the lane. As you're gonna see in a few seconds here, that I'm gonna be standing still, and you can see my health and mana going up really quickly, and it's just making it so I don't have to leave and I can come back and join the fight within seconds. Alright, well here I am going into the jungle and showing you some kind of a little bit of the jungle monsters. Here's a treasure chest type monster dude, I have no idea. And the thing I walked by, the green thing, was actually kind of like a ward where if you walk by it, you are granted sight for that, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. It's making it so you have less things to take care of in your item slots. Alright, now here's another interesting thing I saw. On the main map, when there's 3 turrets, when you get down to the 3rd turret, right before you get into their base, it actually has a shield on it. Instead of regenerating health like some others do, it has a shield that you have to actually take down first before you can break it. And I thought that was, pretty interesting. It makes it a little bit harder, or you gotta focus more of your time. Okay, and as you can see here, we're fighting one of the big not a dragon. Whereas we're fighting one of the big jungle creatures that grants gold to everyone on the team. And as you can see, we took it down pretty easily, and it's something that you guys want to kind of focus on getting. And so far in the jungle, I haven't found any kind of monsters that give you any kind of buffs or anything like that. Another feature that I like is that when your spells are on cooldown, you actually get a little timer, or not on cooldown, I mean when you're out of mana, it actually shows a timer of when you're going to be regenerating enough mana to actually use it again. I think that's really helpful, so you can time out when you're going to want to go all out on someone and stuff like that. Also, there's a jungle monster, as you can see on the mini-map, it's circled as red. Well, that's the main one that you want to kill. If your team kills it, you get this big monster thing that will really push down your lane, and when it attacks turrets, it stuns them and stuff like that, makes them delay and all that other stuff like that. And I'm sorry I didn't record my team killing it, I was off doing my own thing. Alright, so my thoughts on this game. I think this game is really fun. It feels more casual, kind of less, competitive like League of Legends and Dota 2. And I don't know, I like the feel of it. I like how it's just fast paced and everything's kind of easy, or not necessarily easy, just kind of simpler. I like the art. The art's really interesting, and I really like the gameplay of this game.